Hi class, welcome back. In this module, we are talking about header structure. Header structure is important to give non-sighted users and screen reader users some structure to a page. Without headers, the web page might look like one long paragraph. Headers give the page structure, it gives them guidance, and just as a sighted user, we navigate using headers, but we don't want to read every single thing on the page. A low vision or blind user also doesn't want to read every single thing on the page and will navigate and skip to different sections based on header. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to first look at headers in HTML. Here we see a page in a learning management system. This one happens to be Canvas, and we see a typical page with some images and some text in the middle in the editable area. So we're going to go ahead and click Edit. Okay, and it brings you to this WYSIWYG editor. Oftentimes, I see web developers using bold and font size to indicate header. This is actually not a best practice to use bold at all. It's better to use headers. That way, when a screen reader hits the header, it knows that it's different than the body text. So here we see this is just a bold. So I'm going to unbold this. I'm going to go ahead and unbold all of these elements on this page, and we're going to build the correct headers. So if you come to a page like this in your LMS, just unbold everything, and then begin building the headers. Because sometimes you could actually put markup within the header. I prefer to keep headers just pure H1, H2, H3, but if you really want to, you could put markup within the header as well. So I'm going to go ahead and click HTML editor, and it will bring you to the HTML side. All right, so you can see font style equals 400, font weight. That is not ideal. What you really want to do is put just H2. This is the H2 tag right here, and close H2. Try to keep your HTML clean. Again here, what will you learn? Go ahead and just put an H2. We know that it's a H2. And you could go back here. As you can see, H2 looks pretty similar. What will you learn? Learning objectives for Module 1 are this is going to be H2. Like I said, most WYSIWYG editors do allow you to build header structure into it as well, just using the WYSIWYG. Here we see underneath learning activities, we have a couple H3s, actually 3 H3s. This is going to be introductory reading is going to be H3. So think of it as a hierarchy, just like you're building a table of contents. H3. Oh, the other one looks big for some reason. I'm going to go in and see why. Okay, so these are actually H3. Get rid of this span. Get rid of this. All right, so then you get to H. Like I said, sometimes you could bring in styles within the H tags. This again. You want to keep your H tags pretty clean. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that out. Okay. So that should be better. Introductory readings I missed. Again, this is an H3 tag that has a span in it. All right. Okay, so this, now it should be nice and clean, good header structure. All right, that looks right. You know, the H2 and the H3 do look kind of similar to me. That can be adjusted in the CSS. But that is the proper way to build header structure into an HTML page. I'm going to go ahead and click Save. We'll take a look at what our page looks like now. Okay, so this is what the page looks like. You won't notice a major difference because if you were using bolds and font size to indicate header structure, you could actually simulate that using H tags as well. All right, so now we're going to move on to a Word document and how to build header structure into a Word document. All right, so we're back at the Hawaii document. And now we're about to build header structure. Again, oftentimes we want to just do colors and bold to indicate header structure. but it's better just to use the H tags. And you can actually adjust this look and feel of the H tags as well. So I'm going to go ahead and, we know that Hawaii is the H1. Most documents only need one H1. The exception would be really long dissertations or really complex documents that you need more hierarchy. But in general, try to have one H1. So in my case, I'm going to make Hawaii the H1. It's the title of my document. This doesn't look too good. I'm going to go ahead and modify it to make it look cooler. I'm going to do a dark green because we like green for Hawaii. We're going to maybe make it bold. Maybe I'll choose that papyrus font because it's fun and tropical. All right, so there it is. That's our new tag, our new, maybe a little bigger. So I'm gonna change it over here, modify it, bring this up to maybe a 20 font. So there you go. So it'll change it throughout the document, the header structure, the header one at least. And now we're gonna work on header two. So we have Hawaii as our header one. Let's see where our header twos are. We have introduction, topography is a header two, climate's a header two, and tourism. Those are all header twos. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and highlight our introduction, click header two. No, I don't like that either. So I'm gonna make this maybe bold, maybe 16 point, maybe something Baskerville. All right. So that's what it's gonna look like. All right, that looks pretty cool. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply header 2 to the rest of these. H2, H2, H2. All right, so we have all of our H2s in, and now we're going to put in our H3. So under climate, we have a couple H3s. We have the rainfall in Kauai and rainfall in Lanai. Those are two H3s. I'm going to go ahead and highlight this, H3, rainfall, fall. Okay, go ahead and delete that. Rainfall. Okay, maybe we want that to be something more fun. Maybe this one. And maybe a little bigger, 14. All right, so there, you got the rainfall in Kauai. That should actually be a little smaller. I'm going to change that to be a little smaller. Modify. We want it to be smaller than the H2s. All right, so I'm going to bring that down to 12. Okay. Same thing with Lanai. Bring that to H3. All right, so we've created the header structure for our Word document. The last thing I want to show you is that if you do build proper header structure into your document, you could also do a really easy table of contents. That's one of the advantages. So let's just say we want to do a table of contents on to begin this document. This is a pretty short document. It most likely wouldn't need a table of contents, but if you have a longer document, it's sometimes helpful. So we're going to go ahead and choose the classic table of contents. As you can see, Hawaii, introduction, topography, climate, rainfall, and tourism, they're all header structures, so they're very easy to make table of contents. So now we have a table of contents. That's also a really nice accessibility feature. So I hope you've learned how to use proper header tags in both HTML and Word.